And good morning, Rino Soriano here, the Conscious Health Alchemist, day 25 on your 30-day holistic health challenge. So, yesterday I hit you with my consciousness perspective of how your consciousness is creating your health more than anything else. So, now, today I want to get into some important topics of, most people want to change. The problem is most people don't change, okay? And I'm going to hit you with some facts today that you're probably not going to hear. But again, I'm here to be honest with you, and until you realize what's going on, not much is going to change in your life. So the sad fact is more than 90% of people who seek to expand themselves, who do personal development, who meditate, who do all these modalities, really don't experience much shifts in their lives. And I've personally been through it, and I've personally seen other people. And just a fact you may not be aware of is the personal development industry is one of the most profitable on the planet right now. And why is that? It's because it's called repeat business. Because people keep seeking outside themselves. They're not taking time to ground and go within. It's always going without. And if you go out without, the results speak for themselves. So I'm here to press you and say, look at your life. And if it doesn't resemble anything close to what you're looking to create consciously, you got some stuff in your field. You got stuff in your cache, in your subconscious, that's not allowing you to do this. And a lot of these modalities are not going to shift it. I'm sorry. I'm here to be honest with you. And it's going to require you to go really, really deep within yourself. And sometimes you're going to feel like giving up. And that's the time you need to stop, pause, breathe, and ask for help. Because sometimes what happens is your patterns and your ego are not going to want to let go. They're going to want to keep you living the life you've been living, which is limiting and drab, and now maybe you have a fantastic life, and if that's you, then you don't need to hear this message. But most people are struggling. Most people are having issues, and they have repeating pattern after repeating pattern. They've tried all these modalities, and it just doesn't shift. And so I'm here to tell you, and my aspect is focus on your health. Invest most of your time, energy, and money in your health, because as you raise your vibration, you're going to have more mental clarity. You're going to have you're going to have more energy, and that's going to translate into shifts in your life. So my main message is, if you want to change your life, you got to change the energy patterns. The problem is your subconscious and all the things that you've been imprinted with since your childhood want to keep the status quo. So you're going to have to really use a lot of a lot of your spiritual faculties to get through this, because otherwise these things win out. Your subconscious stuff that's blipping out to the universe always wins out. So you need the ground, you need to start breathing, you need to change the energy pattern. So if you get up in the morning and you do the same thing over and over again, that creates an energy pattern. You got to change that pattern. So do things in a different order. How about a different change in scenery? How about changing and moving somewhere else? How long have you been where you've lived for? How long have you been there? How many decades? Maybe it's time for a change, okay? Maybe it's time for a change in wardrobe. Maybe it's time for a change in friends. Who are your friends? Who are you hanging out with? Because that directly impacts your not only your health, but your vibration and your consciousness. It affects you. And if your friends are just going through life and not doing much, you're pretty much going to be in the same suit. So the deal is, if you want to change, you want to live a victorious life, you're going to have to ascend. You're going to have to go higher. You got to increase your vibration. You got to change the energy patterns. Okay, where you live, who you with, who you live with, who are your friends, where do you hang out with, what do you do with your time and energy? Are you spending 80% of your time on computers and TV? It's time for a change, and to change your life, you got to change the energy patterns. That's one of the easiest ways. And so, like I said, you change the way you do the order of things when you wake up, but you got to change the internal environment of your house. Do you have flowers in there? Do you have harmonic things? Or is it just, the same thing that you've had for years? Your clothes, how long have you had your clothes? If you've had your clothes for more than 3 years, it's time for a detox, and it's time for a new wardrobe. How do you carry yourself? What's your style of clothing? Maybe it's time for a change in your clothing, but you got to change these things because it changes the outcome of your life. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a change in your life. It's not going to work. If you want to change your body, if you're overweight right now and you want your body to be different, you're going to have to change a bunch of stuff. And I've been leading you down this path now. We're on day 25. Come on now. I know sometimes it's a challenge, but you got to step up to the plate, because if you don't do this now, you're not going to do it, my friend. I'm telling you, I'm here to be real. I have nothing to sell you. Most people out there are going to take your money. They're going to sell you. They're going to pitch all this crap at you thinking, oh, they're going to make you think that they have the holy grail. And guess what happens? Not much. So I'm going to press you once again. We're coming down. We're on day 25. If you don't do this now, you're not going to ever do it. Okay? Don't fool yourself. I'm saying step up to the plate. You want to live a victorious life. You want to have high vibe. You're going to have to change your life. You got to change the energy patterns. Change the order of the way you're doing things. Change your house around. Change the colors. Change your wardrobe. Change your friends. Clear out some of your friends. If it feels draining after you're with someone, that's your clue to get rid of them. It's okay. You can do a person detox, a friend detox. It's okay to let go of friends. You just have to change your life. You have to change the energy patterns. That's how you do it, one step at a time. You start clearing out your clothes. You start clearing out some friends. You maybe move to somewhere else. Move to a new location, move to a new state, move to a new country. It needs new energy. You need new energy if you want to change your life, my friend. All right? So this continues on my perspective of consciousness. Consciousness is king. Consciousness is how you're going to change your life. One day at a time, one step at a time, one thought at a time. You got to start being your own mentor, because most people out there are zipping and they got their own lives, okay? So if you want to live a victorious life, you got to take your power back, and it's going to take some effort at first, but you'll see as you start commanding more of your power and you start embodying more of your true self, you'll see miracles happen, I assure you, but you're going to have to make the commitment. Without the commitment, you're not going very far. So I'm here to press you. Don't let it happen to you. Do not become a statistic. Do not let life pass you by like 95% of the people on this planet. This time is now. The time is now for major change. We have to help this planet. You're the one who can help yourself. You're the one you've been waiting for, my friend. Okay? No one's coming to save your butt. You are the one that has all the answers to your solutions. You got to go within. Stop going without, and I assure you, you're going to have miracles. Go within and watch the miracles happen. I'm Rino Soriano, and remember, healthy body, happy soul.